This training is for the Healthy Campus Environmental Audit for the University of Tennessee, fall 2018. My name is Kristen Rigsby, and this is the training that will replace the in-person training to give you an overview for the audits. First of all, why assessing our environment is important. We want to better understand the built environment, which we know has a relationship with the types of behaviors we engage in. In particular, we're concerned about food consumption and physical activity, which ultimately can affect our weight status, our chronic disease patterns. So what is built environment? Well, built environment is any human-made surroundings. And this can include buildings, parks, green spaces, transportation systems, food access. It's pretty unlimited. However, for the purposes of this audit, we're definitely focusing more on that food and physical activity side of it. So the Healthy Campus Environmental Audits, or you'll hear us call them HCEA a lot, was created by Dr. Tanya Horacek at Syracuse University, who we work closely with Dr. Colby as part of a USDA multi-state research team. They participate in fruit. That's kind of how we're connected. We are the only campus doing the HCEA for high schools this year, so we're able to work directly with Syracuse. It's designed to rate the healthfulness of an environment so that we can compare all of our high schools to see who has the healthiest environment for food and physical activity. So how do you get trained for the audits? So the first and most important step is that you sign up for the Blackboard platform. Everything you need for the audits is going to be through this Blackboard learning platform. So you're going to be provided with this link. If you're not able to access it through the video, completely fine. You should be able to access it through your email. And it's going to go ahead and direct you to sign up for a Blackboard account. Or maybe you already have an account, you can use your Blackboard login information, but it's very important that you use this link because it's associated with the particular course. Because after signing in, it will associate you with needing to take that course and go ahead and place you in it. You want to bookmark this page. This is absolutely critical. Sometimes when you're out in the field and you need to put data in, it can be really difficult to find this link, and so I highly recommend bookmarking it and being able to access it. So when you actually get onto the site, all of the audit information is available in the left toolbar. And the first step is to watch the HCEA overview video to understand what the audits are. You're going to click on HCEA overview in the left toolbar and read the documents that kind of give you an overview. Honestly, I'm giving you that overview now, so it should make it pretty straightforward. There are 3 small introduction videos, one that's an HCEA overview, I think it's like 5 or 6 minutes, that's built into Blackboard. There's one on built environment, I believe, and then there's a Versal training. So Versal is kind of an online learning platform as well, similar to Prezi, that it'll direct you to through Blackboard. So once again, Blackboard will take you everywhere you need to go once you click on it. And then once you complete these 3 things in the HCEA overview, there's going to be a small HCEA overview quiz within that same folder on Blackboard that you want to go ahead and complete. You need to do this for any audit. It shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes for all of it. So go ahead and start here. So let's go ahead and do an overview of the audit so you understand what we're looking for. First of all, fresh dining audit, that's really talking about our dining halls, our restaurants, our potentially delivery places that are around a school. We assess the healthfulness of foods offered, the types of foods offered, at what price they are, even the sustainability practices of the restaurants. The shelf audit is also what I call the convenience store audit. Similar concept is what we're looking for, availability and access to healthy food items around the school, and maybe pricing comparison is a big one there. It does include on and off campus options, so sometimes there are stores, like for example, Career Magnet is very much associated with the Pellissippi campus at Hardin Valley. They have a store that they have access to. that's kind of like a pod market. Most of our sites, though, for this particular case will be off-campus gas stations and things like that. This does include drugstores and dollar stores that are within that radius. Vending machines, we do say that a lot of times this is on campus and off campus, but since vending machines mostly are normally available on campus, we are going to be looking at those vending machines. So we're going to be looking at promotion, price, what types of food products are available in both food and beverage vending machines. Walkability, bikeability, we're going to be not doing this particular audit, so you can disregard this in the Blackboard platform. And then last, recreation center audit. We're looking to see what type of programming, the availability of the equipment, is the equipment in good condition, is everything safe and sanitary. We're only going to be looking at off campus, so we're really probably just going to be looking at the gyms available. Policy is something that the graduate students are going to be engaging with, specifically Elizabeth and myself, so you also don't have to worry about this. So how do you train for an audit? Basically, once again, Blackboard, you're going to do the HCEA overview training first. You're going to log back into your account, and you're going to use the left toolbar to click the audit that you want to train in. You're going to click on the training and preparation folder and complete the trainings, which are normally through Versal, so it'll take you back to that Versal portal. And read the documents that are attached there. And then I believe there's only one quiz. It says 2 quizzes, but one quiz you complete. You can take it as many times as you need to. And you have to make an 80% or above. And they can check that on the backside at Syracuse. So when you start collecting data and entering data, they can see that you completed it. So you don't have to let me know as long as you make that 80% or above. Also, when it is time to collect data, you'll notice that you'll click on a place where you can actually put your data in there too. So everything is really compacted onto that Blackboard site. Each audit training should only take you about 20 minutes. They're very helpful in like putting everything together in a way that you need to do it. We've kind of talked about this. You can take it multiple times. I would also recommend looking over your actual audit survey. So you want to take a paper copy of this out in the field, because a lot of times you're not going to have access to Wi-Fi. We prefer to take iPads and our phones out and actually fill it out right away. Sometimes we're not able to do that. And so I always recommend having a paper copy. And then with your paper copy, I recommend having a letter to a manager. I have packets of these available in the lab. You can always stop by and pick it up. Before you go out in the field, you can always just keep one with you if you know you're going to be going out having a dining in a store. I'm going to have Elizabeth, and I'll take care of this tomorrow as well, making sure that we have a stack of them available right as you go in our office at 2:30 if you need to pick it up. If you need anything at all, here's mine and Elizabeth's email address. Please feel free to email us. I also put our phone numbers later, because when you go out to complete your audits, you may have something in the field that happens where you want to contact us, so you're really concerned. I would always, like I said, take that paper copy, have some sort of mobile device. It is so much easier just to like do it on your phone right then through the Blackboard platform. The other thing I would recommend is, so you're going to kind of know where you're going, because you should have a spreadsheet shared with you that has a list of locations on it. You and your partner, or if you're working by yourself, can determine what day, when you go, where you go, as long as it's done by the deadline. And so what you basically do is, you know, the 4 or 5 locations that you need to go. You go out there, you go ahead and complete the audit, and then once you submit it through Blackboard, you just go back to that Google sheet and you put your name and the date of completion in the far right column, just to signify to me that you've done it. Once you've completed everything on the sheet, the Google sheet that's shared with you, go ahead and just email me and let me know that you're done with your dining audits or your store audits. Most evaluators only have 2 to 3 audits to complete for high school. I say an hour. Honestly, once you get quick at them, they can take 20 to 30 minutes. And what's really nice is most of the dining locations around the schools are fast food restaurants that are chain. And a lot of times the offerings are the same across the board. And so I encourage you to get online on the like Taco Bell or McDonald's website first. Make sure you look over the menu, look over pricing options, and be familiar with that, because you can sit at a booth in the store and be in and out in 10 to 15 minutes just looking around the environment and things. When we do actually go into the schools for vending and dining and rec facilities, we're going to be assessing their cafeteria and their vending machines. But the beautiful thing is whoever is there in the field that day is probably going to just take pictures of all of the things, because we want to get out of their way and not be in the cafeteria filling out an audit. And then you'll just be filling out the survey online on your own time that evening with the pictures that you have available. So we'll definitely approach that when we get there, but right now we're doing the off-site, which for me takes about 20 minutes an audit. And like I said, any questions that you have, please feel free to ask us. But honestly, your biggest thing is getting onto Blackboard, making sure you can access the trainings and completing those, and then getting out in the field. So I want to show you really quickly what that Blackboard platform looks like and where your trainings are, just to make sure that you are familiar and ready to go out in the field. Like I said, you will be sent this link in an email with the video so that you can go ahead and be trained on it. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen here. Apologies, I was just making sure I could log in. That's always a joy when we're dealing with it. Okay, so if you can see this, you have, yours may look a little bit different, but you have this left toolbar over here where you click on the overview and introduction, and you can click on these links to take you to the trainings, right? And you see it just opens up, right? And then here, over here are your audits. So when you go into an audit, like dining, for example, you have the training and preparation folder, which is where you'll find all of the things that you need to look at. You don't have to worry about this enumeration sheet here, that's for us, but directions, looking at the survey, and then doing your training. And then you're going to click on dining again and take the dining quiz. Now, when you actually go out in the field and submit your data, you're going to click on this link here, and it's going to take you to a Qualtrics link where you literally are just going through and putting in the information there. And so that's all there is to the audits. Like I said, if you have any questions, please let us know. This concludes your training for the HCEA audits. Thank you.